What's good, guys? It's Monster Chappie. We're back today for another Madden 13 tournament game, and this is round 3 on the PS3 side, taking on iNseYn or something. I really don't know how to pronounce that guy's name, but definitely should be an interesting one. I have the white Niners, he has the red Niners, and as I've said before, right here, give me that user pick. Let's go. Great way to start the game. But as I've said before, once you start getting familiar with the players in the team again, you will definitely start playing better with them. As I've said before, I have a scheme and I have everything. I know what I want to do with the Niners, but when you've been playing with RG3 a lot, who in my opinion, again, is the best QB in the game, and then you go to Kaepernick. Kaepernick's a great quarterback. You know, he's mobile, he's decently accurate, but there's a lot of passes that RG3 can make that Kaepernick can't. Or if you're going from a Brady or a Manning or a Aaron Rodgers to a Kaepernick, there's going to be a noticeable difference in accuracy. Or if you go from like a Pryor or a Kaepernick or, you know, somebody that's bad, Tavares Jackson, to a Rodgers, a Brady, you know, RG3, somebody that is accurate, there's going to be a huge difference in passing. And, you know, there's going to be balls that guys miss. There's going to be passes that you might not be able to fit into the super tight pocket, just depending on accuracy, power, various things like that. So that's one thing you want to be used to when you're playing with another team. And with Kaepernick, we definitely missed a lot of throws in the early goings just because of, you know, discrepancy between those two. RG3 can often sneak in that drag route, whereas Kaepernick, even though he has good throw power, you kind of got to be careful with that. So, you know, that's one thing we've been adjusting for. The other thing that's been huge for us on the PS3 that we've been doing to adjust is really stepping back and cutting back our steps on the defensive side. And the reason for that is because you can't adjust quite as fast on the PS3 as you can Xbox. So what I did at first, which was definitely a negative on my part and a hindrance, so learn from my mistakes, is I tried to run the exact same setups as I run on Xbox, tried to run the exact same setups and make the same adjustments and things to stop various things. Whereas when I was getting ready for the Las Vegas Challenge, what I did was, you know, take steps back and really just cut out the unnecessary steps. Or even if I'm not cutting out steps, I would just make sure that I'm in a position to still be able to make a play on the ball or on the defender that I want to control, rather than forcing all these setups, trying to get that last little detail in for my adjustment and getting stuck on a defensive lineman or a guy you just don't want to control. So with that being said, what I started doing was, again, going back to my old ways where I would cut out like a final step or really key in on those adjustments and making sure I was making just minimal good adjustments rather than a lot of decent ones, which is something I would do on Xbox. Kind of over adjusting, and that's one thing you can find yourself doing a lot. You might not be making too many adjustments, but you might be making too many adjustments for what your opponent's doing, or you might be making too many adjustments because it's taking too long. But there's a lot of ways you can over adjust and there's a lot of ways you can under adjust. So just make sure when you are adjusting to your opponent offensively and defensively, sometimes, you know, you just have to analyze the situation, look at it and be like, okay, why is this person beating me? Where are they beating me? What stops that or what counters that? And kind of just go from there, rather than I need to change this guy, and you kind of go into a panic mode. So that would be my tip for you guys, is when you are adjusting, really analyze the situations, because a lot of the times I've gone back and looked at the film. It's one reason I love looking back at the gameplays, is because I can go back and see what's been beating me or whatnot and things like that. And even sometimes when people have stopped me, I'm just like, you know, that's the most basic defense ever. Or, you know, this guy was open every single time, I was just missing it. So that's one thing you always want to do. I've noticed sometimes I don't even have to change a single hot route, but the only thing that was messing me up was missing my reads. So, you know, just make sure you're getting your reads down, making the right adjustments, and that will definitely help you guys out, and that helped me out here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this gameplay, and until the next time, we gone!